said last week, it's always better doing film breakdowns when we win. What is up, Finn fans? I do apologize if my voice kind of sounds a little, but I'm recording this Monday night, Tuesday morning at 2:30. That's when I do my work, and I had to get the vlog done. That came out earlier today. Go check that out. If you haven't yet, you get a little behind the scenes. You get to see the Hurricane game. You get to see the Dolphin game. You get to see all the cool stuff that I did this weekend. I have a few photos with some of you great people I met. But we're gonna look at this film. There's some things that I want to look at. I'm gonna get the slants that we gave up on 3rd and long. Again, we won, so a lot of the stuff that I'm gonna nitpick on is just things I want to see the Dolphins do better, because if they do these things against good teams, it might be a problem. But again, it's a lot of nitpicking. There's a lot of good though. There's some sprinkled in things that they need to work on, like the slants on 3rd, 2nd, and long. We're getting beat a lot with those. 2 penalties not called. You're like, 2? I'm going to show you one that went under the radar. I'm going to show you one. AVG is a monster. Thor, as I like to call him. I'm going to show you a play that is just ridiculous, and it's not a sack. It just shows how much of a monster is. For the final time, I'm going to disprove a stupid narrative that's out there. Tua only throws to his first read. If you take his first read away, he crumbles. If the play falls apart or if the line falls apart, Tua doesn't know how to improvise and crumbles. Those are 2 things I heard Sunday while I was at the game tweeting about the game. And I'm going to disprove those 2 things, and I'm done with the dumb narratives. I'm not doing it anymore. And then Cater Kohu is back to his form. I have 2 plays here that just show. Keep Cater in the slot. Because he's a fantastic slot corner. So let's jump into it. I'm tiny. So this first play is going to show why there's a lot of motion with this offense. And the defense does not follow the motion. So Tua's like, you're not following the motion player. I'm going to throw it to the motion player. So I'm going to play it, and you're going to see what the flip I'm talking about. Little motion. They don't follow the motion. Okay, I'm going to throw it to the motion. It's that plain and simple. If you take Tyreek Hill and you start to motion him, and these guys, the linebackers, do not shift with the motion as he's motioning over, Tua's going to throw it to him. If they do shift with the motion and open up a lane here, he's going to give it to Raheem up the gut. It's a very simple play rec, but it works so well. And that's exactly what happens. They don't shift. It's a tiny, slight shift. I'll give him that. But he freezes, flat-footed. This guy right here, what he's doing is he's watching Tua. And he's seeing, that's a great arrow. I'll never be able to do that again. He's seeing, is Tua going to give Raheem the ball, or is Tua going to drop the ball off? See, I told you I can never do it again. Look at that. Pristine. Or he's going to drop the ball off to Tyreek. But while he's looking, Tyreek is blasting up the sideline. And Tua's like, you're nowhere near him. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop it off to him wide in the open field. He had one man to miss. Unfortunately, he couldn't. But we ended up scoring anyway. And this is, again, narrative. Hey, narrative, what's up? I broke the narrative. Tua cannot, if the pocket collapses or if Tua's first reads, this is a play where the pocket collapses and Tua's first read's not there. In some people's minds, that means that the play is done and Tua's going to crumble and he freaks out and he's going to either throw an interception or get sacked. Let's see what happens when the first read's not there and the pocket collapses. A little motion there. Boom. First read's not there. Second read's not there. Keep it going. And then, boom, finds Jalen Waddle for a touchdown. This is a long stare at the people who say that that's a thing Tua does. If the first read's not there, if the pocket collapses, Tua does not know how to improvise, and he takes a sack. Those are things I hear. Those are things I've heard. I've had conversations with people, not just through Twitter, but face to face. They've said that. If the first read's not there, the pocket collapses, Tua doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to improvise. Watch it again, boys and girls. Drops back. Boom. Looking over here. Up, bump, bump. Reed's not there. Okay. Let's go to my second one. Right here. Boop. Up, he's on him. Reed's not there. Okay, I'm going to go. Third read. He goes to his third read. It was 1, 2, 3. This is his third read. Runs out. Pocket collapses. I need to make time so Jalen Waddle is able to get to the open side. That's not even an arrow. To get to this little spot where I can just drop him the ball. I need to make time. How do I make time? We use my legs. Up, there goes Jalen Waddle. He figured out what I want to do. Ba-bam. Touchdown. 3 narratives disproved. Again, after this video, I'm not talking about it anymore. If you can't get it through your head that he does it, that's on you. I don't know what you want me to do about it. This is where we need some help. Now, Jalen coming back or maybe making a trade or something. But the slants were killing us in this game. This is a third down. Here's the down marker. It's at about the 41 to 3.5-ish. It's the slants. Now this one you can't, they played it right. Like, you look at this one, and if I told you a slant is going to beat us for a first down, you would think it'd be down here. You would think it'd be a slant here because of how far off Eli Apple is. It's up here. He goes up and in, which is technically not a slant. It's more of a post. But Xavier Howard does jam him. But he spins out and goes up. Oh, I'm just scribbling. I got the software, and I'm just scribbling on the screen. You watch, look. Goes up and in. This is the third down sack. Sacagawea. She's on a coin, if you didn't know. And again, Vic Fangio, he said it. I don't blitz when I need to. I blitz when I want to. And it's a very simple blitz. He actually didn't even need to blitz. He just sends Baker. And that's Baker's bread and butter. Just blitz him. He got Bethel over here, not a linebacker. But if you watch, right, you send Baker. He didn't need to send Baker. Because before Baker even gets through, Christian Wilkins made that center look real silly. Real silly. The blitzer didn't even need to really do much. Our front three got in. It's a beaut. So this is a third down play. I'm just going to play it, and then we'll dissect it. How about that? A little motion here. Devon Achan. Drops back. Nope. Gotcha. Oh, boom. What did you see there? Everybody in the comment section? Because I told you, this is the last time. This is the last time I'm doing it. If you say it, I'm just going to ignore you. Because my mother taught me it's better to say, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all. Drops back. Boom. First read. Over chair. Covered. Boom. Second read. Cross in the middle. Gotcha. Boom. But if the first read is covered, Tua doesn't know what to do. Well, the first read was covered. He threw it to the second read, which was Tyreek cross in the middle. First read. Boom. Was looking at Jalen Waddle. Covered. Second read. Up. Got my man across the middle. Boom. Plain simple. Oh, he was looking somebody off. He wasn't looking anybody off. Who on God's green earth would he be looking off? Drop him back. Boom. This is what he wanted. Wasn't there. Boom. Over the middle. He wanted Braxton. My apologies. It wasn't Jalen Waddle. He wanted Braxton right here. But when he looked at him, covered. Could have dropped it off here. But he saw his man Tyreek go across the middle. Threw it. 1, 2, throw. But of course. That's all I'm going to say from now on. Now, here is a penalty that wasn't called. Now, this is Devon. I have to, like, consciously say his name. I want to call him A-Chain. I like the name A-Chain. But it's A-Chan. A-Chan, Doug. Get A-Chan in your head. He gets tripped. The penalty is not called. He gets tripped. I will show you when he gets tripped on this fumble. A-Chan loves running. He loves to continue running. Right? There. Watch his leg. Kicks the leg out. Trips him. Then he fumbles because he punches the ball out. No penalty is called. Tripping. What are you looking at? It's another game. Again, we won. I'm nitpicking. It's another game where a referee is literally, it's right here. She is literally looking. I'm like, that's the brim of her hat. Looking at him sticking his leg out. I'm going to try to trace it as good as possible. Sticking his leg out. She's looking. Tripped him. Oh, you'll throw the beanbag for the fumble. You won't throw that flag for tripping. Again, I'm nitpicking. We won by 15. But now this play is a play that just Cater is back being Cater. Now, here's the thing. Cater's not in the slot. On this play, the Dolphins are in a 3-4 formation. 2 high safeties. Again, this is how Fangio's defense works. And you got your 2 corners. They're going to run a play here where he's going to come down and around, right? And they're going to throw him the ball on a screen, and he has to come up and block Cater. But once he starts to make this motion, Cater just jumps that sucker, blows up the block, and blows up the play. It's just, it's prime Cater Kohu. Right? We're going to get a little motion here. Here he comes. He's going to go down, up, around. Cater realizes it, jumps it. Boom! Watch. As soon as he comes around, he starts sneaking up. He knows what this is. Just lays it. Love it. So, this is a video where I told you guys I'm going to, for the last time, with these dumb narratives. Tua doesn't do these things. Tua doesn't know how to improvise. Oh, yeah? Well, the pocket collapses. He steps up. Up, looks like he's improvising. Up, hits the Tyreek for the first down. But Doug, if the pocket collapses, Tua crumbles and he throws interceptions and he doesn't know what to do. Drop back, step up in the pocket. Boom. Tua does not know how to improvise. I've heard that. Okay. This is Devon's beautiful touchdown. And what I want to show you about this long touchdown run, first is the blocks. Great blocks setting up here. Look at the lane he has. But he's smart, right? Because instead of just trying to go straight on with this guy or go this way with this guy, he takes it to the long way. Also, Kendall Lamb's doing beautiful things. Watch what he does to 29. Because, again, if that's Gator Kohu, he's getting tackled. But once 29 lifts his foot like that, watch 29. He's like, right there. You don't have 2 feet on the ground. Cater's gone. It's the way... Cater's gone. My apologies. Devon's gone. It's the way Devon follows his blocks. He does it for every run. He's just so methodical with following his blocks, and he's just so hard to tackle. We got ourselves a stud. Again, this is another 3rd down conversion. Here is kind of feeding into the situation. And I'm surprised they didn't do this more often, and I'm afraid other teams are going to watch this and try to copycat them. You got Darren Waller up here. He's going to run a post route right in front of Eli Apple's face. This is 3rd and long. Here's the 3rd down marker at the 35-yard line. He converts it because of the post route right in front of Eli Apple's face. Like, and I'm worried that other teams are gonna read this. It's quick. Like, is it a post or is it a slant? It's about 4 yards in, right in front of his face on the 3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Those worried me. Gator Kohu. Told you he's back in rare form. Cater's right here. I want to watch Cater. Love it. Just open field tackle. Absolutely love it. His man's here. He's like, I'm following him. It's man coverage and just makes that open field tackle. He had a rough week last week. He was getting picked on by Stephon Diggs. Comes back this week and goes back to being the Cater that we love, making these great open field tackles. Anticipation in his the play recognition. Just absolutely love it. But then, 3rd down, you're recognizing something. We're playing far off on this 3rd and long. Slant to Darren Waller. Eli Apple stutters. You got to just trust your instincts, Eli. See how he waits? And they convert the 3rd and 9-ish, 3rd and 10. Let's throw it one last time. Watch him stutter. See that stutter? You got to just go after it. So then, I think they kick a field goal here. And now is a combination of plays that really bothered me. This is the no pass interference call. To me, this right here looks like pass interference. Just like, what else is that? What are you looking at? He's not even looking at the play. But what else would that be? How is that not pass interference? It's 2 penalties not called. And then this one. Tua was having such a good game. Like, he was having a great game. But to me, these 2 interceptions, and this is the first one, kind of brought down the greatness of the game. Because like I showed you, he was disproving all these narratives that people make up in their head where this and that, and he was, improvising on plays, and he was making reads, and he was throwing ball, And then he does this. Why would you try to throw that there, man? He had time in the pocket. It's not even like he was pressured, right? He's ready to throw it. You have 2 defenders here. He could have waited to throw. Who he should have thrown it to was Durham Smythe. Durham Smythe would have, that's a touchdown. You throw it to Durham Smythe instead of double coverage on Jalen Waddle. Durham Smythe is your pass. And it's a touchdown. It is what it is. Because What Tua does, and it's a tendency that he does, is when he throws an interception, he comes back and he makes up for it. And this is the play that he changed. This is the play that he audible to without Mike McDaniel knowing. And it's the deep touchdown to Tyreek Hill. And I love that he caught that in stride. And I love that. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's not the first read, because this is a situation where it very easily, in his mind, Tyreek is going to go and, I'm going to throw it to him. Or because if you look, you have the safety over here. They were shattering and trying to double Tyreek all day. So you have the safety over the top, but you also have one over here who, again, is just shadowing Tyreek. You got one on here, and you got him also kind of looking at Tyreek. So technically, this could also not be the first read, because if you watch Tua, he's looking over here. See how he looks, and then he switches his head over. I think, now again, I don't know, and I'm not going to assume I know, but I think that Tua knows Tyreek's running a go route. And what he's thinking is, I see the safety, and I know that they've been, they've had a safety over top of Tyreek all game. They don't want to give the deep touchdowns to Tyreek. Let me see if I could see something over here, and then I'll go back and check on it. Again, I don't know. I'm assuming, because he, is looking, and then he snaps his head that way. And as soon as he snaps his head that way, he realizes this safety is not playing Tyreek. He's playing up here. And Tyreek has already got his guy beat. And this guy is over here. Now, let's watch it one more time. And then I won't watch it again. I don't want to bore you guys. Is he looking over here to move this safety? The safety doesn't move. He kind of stays in the middle. Because if you watch, when he looks, he doesn't move, and then he snaps. He doesn't move. He stays dead center. But it's beautiful. Like it's a beautiful throw. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So like I said, makes up for the interception. Then this play. Oh my gosh, on this play. You got Thor over here, the god of thunder. Let me see if I can. I don't know where I could put his hammer. Let's do it here. Thor, Odin's son. You got Thor over here. They're going to try to have 62 pull and block, and they're also going to have the running back, I think this is Breida, block as well. Well, 62 doesn't get there quick enough, and you're going to have Breida block Thor. It ain't happening, and this is what happens. No, we don't get the sack, unfortunately. Thor doesn't get the sack on this one. But just... like, Breida, what did you think was going to happen? He was like, get the... We don't get the sack, but we do stop on third down. I think that was third down. Now, unfortunately... I got two more plays through. We're not going to end on a bad play. This is the other interception from Tua, and it's a dumb interception. Both of them were very dumb. Here, looking, he sees Jalen Waddle on a crosser. He tries to step up to give himself more time. The pressure gets to him, and he's like, I can get it to him. He's open, and he just throws it behind him right into the defender's hands. He should have just took because he doesn't even get hit. But he should have just took the sack or thrown the ball away or thrown it at the feet of Hill or Waddle. Sorry, it's just he couldn't fully extend his arm. This is the other angle, right? He's got time. Sees Waddle coming across. He can't fully extend his arm, so he floats it. He floats the pass high and behind Waddle right into the defender's hands. So there's not much Waddle could have done. He should have just ran. If I'm being honest with you, it was just a bad decision on Tua's part. It was just a bad decision. And I know some are going to be like, "Well, Doug, this proves my point that when the first read's not there, he crumbles." 1, 2. No, man, it was just he was fine in the pocket. He just tried to make a throw with his offensive lineman there, and it floated. It happens. We're not going to end this video on a bad play. No, not happening. What we're going to do is end this video on a fantastic play. Javon Holland just making a beautiful read, almost having an interception. Check this out. Darren Waller going, running a post route. Wow! Just beautiful. He's running that post, and as soon as he goes to break the post to the inside, he notices it, and he breaks on it. Tyrod's in. Tyrod's like, "Oh, I got this real estate here. I'm going to throw it. I'm going to get Waller. He's going to break it up the seam for a touchdown. Get out of my house." Oh, it was so fun being at this game. I loved it. And I saw that coming. I was in the stands, and I saw Holland coming down and breaking on that. I thought he was going to pick it. I thought he was going to pick it and take it upfield. But it was beautiful. Again, I showed you some plays. The slants on third downs, they worry me. I hope they get fixed, but they do worry me that other teams are going to notice it. And when we face teams like the Eagles, where they have two very good dynamic receivers, they're going to take advantage of that. Tua had a decent game. I would say it was okay. It went from great to good. Let's say good, because of the two dumb interceptions. They were dumb. He threw into double coverage. He had Durham Smythe for a touchdown. And then he tried to make a throw with his offensive lineman there instead of just either throwing it down at the feet or taking off on his own. It was just two dumb decisions. It happens. We've seen plenty of quarterbacks make dumb decisions. It is what it is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, go check out the vlog. It's out. Let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the picks. But Matt, like usual, stay classy. Offense up.